elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Vols will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hurricane offense makes its way onto the field to start this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two.
There he goes. Got the first down and more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun, give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback may change this route. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical, make him feel.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. Lost a fire on second down. Right on the money. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get this.
Fires toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate the no mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. Safe completion on the screen. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Give to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
With the catch, it's Browning. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, they're after him. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Makes a connection. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Wide open, he makes the catch. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. He'll take another shot here. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. There's continued.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The sure hands, it's Cross. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down. Number 18 on to punt it away.
He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off-play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. He's going to run it.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Browning. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. First down here for the offense. On the move. partner making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Miami. He got a step and just dusted the field. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. And the Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll try the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed.
Turning it on. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
Miami, 21. Tennessee, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Vols decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Got a man in the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And his throw is incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Fakes the grab on the left.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's crossed. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Power football with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pressure coming. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quickly complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work. The Big Orange offense on the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the 3rd quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Volunteers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Keeps it and gets the first down. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. On the option. He'll toss it. Spins away from the defender. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. It's complete to the right. Stumbled to the ground.
This This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Hurricanes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Browning. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Makes the catch. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they. Beck's going for the goal line. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
35, Tennessee, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Grab near the marker. It's Gore. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Canes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gore. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground, he's got it again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 11 over Memphis. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for two out to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Hines. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it and drive on third down. Leaves it with the back. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Volunteers will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead, David.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add. Wear this defense out.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Meyer. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the back. Finds his target down the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give us up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out.
Throws toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season.